Guess what candle I'm burning? Grown Folks Business by Forever Mood. Not sponsored. Hello, I'm Judy, the organizer and creator at Rescue My Space. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Anyway, as you probably read in the title, today's video, I'm going to be telling you why I became a professional organizer. So basically, I'm going to give you guys the backstory and how I came to now. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I grew up in a one-bedroom apartment. The apartment complex was called Willow Creek. If you know, you know. We were there for about 17 years until we moved into a two-bedroom apartment at the age of 17 until about 19-ish. So half of my life, or not even half, most of my life, I lived in an apartment complex. So growing up in a small apartment with a lot of people, so 5 people, we had 2 beds in 1 bedroom, and we had stuff everywhere. So there was really no storage because the apartment complex we grew up in was very old. Growing up, I was always naturally a very neat freak, so to speak. Even though I'm not saying that I was born an organizer, but I was always a neat person because I just knew at a young age that being neat equated to happiness. I just loved when my space, whatever space I had, was neat and clean. Plus, growing up in a 1-bedroom apartment means you had 1 closet for 5 people. We did not have a dresser, so everything was in that closet. We had shoes on the floor. It was what you can imagine. It was a cluttered closet, a cluttered mess. And I just remember going into the closet looking for clothes and stepping on shoes, which is why it's so important for me to make sure there's nothing on the floor in closets, in any space really. So also growing up, I loved hanging. Hanging was just something that was very therapeutic for me, even though at the time I didn't know it was therapeutic. I just loved doing it with my mom, and I just loved hanging with my mom. Also, I don't know if it was me just loving to be with her because I'm obsessed with her, or it was me really loving to hang, but I feel like it's a little bit of both. I would help her with laundry, I would help her with hanging, I would help her with cleaning. I was just that girl. And actually, I have a scar on my eye, I think it's this one, because a wire hanger, death to the wire hanger, went through my eye and came out, and I have a scar because of it. That's why I hate him so much. In my head, I was like, okay, if I have this here, it's mine, so no one can touch it. That was kind of like my way of creating designated spaces for things. Time has passed, and we're in a 2-bedroom apartment, and I'm able to afford different types of hangers. So my first type of hanger was the plastic hangers, you know, the one that's like $1,000 for $1. And then I went from those to wooden hangers, and I had those for a while, and they were a bit more expensive. I remember I went from light wood to like brown wood, and then I went to velvet. So around 2007 is when I started using velvet hangers. So I've been using them for a very, very long time. So in this new 2-bedroom apartment, my sister and I shared a bedroom and a closet. And we both butted heads because I was the more organized one and she was the opposite. So my side was really organized, her side wasn't, and that was the same in the closet. And I just remember that same feeling that I did when I was younger because that was just something I did. I had to do that to be sane. And I did the same in the 2-bedroom apartment. And still, I knew nothing about organization. That just wasn't a thought. I went to school. I knew I was gonna major in business. I was gonna work in some kind of Fortune 500 or corporate America, and I was gonna be good. That was the trajectory I thought I wanted until I started working. Then I realized I hated it. So time passes, I graduate with my undergraduate degree. Hurricane Ike destroyed our apartment, so we ended up moving into a home. So when we moved into the home that we're in now was when I organized my closet. That was the first time that I really organized a space because it was my own space. So I created this like beautifully organized closet using things that I had. Like I never really spent money on organizing products. I think I had bought a bin or two from Ross and I just used the hangers I had. And it was just like this really nicely organized, very small closet. And I was very proud of it. And I showed it to two of my friends, my friend Hannah and my friend Dee. And I remember showing it to Hannah and she was like, wow, you did that? And I was like, yeah, girl, I did it. I was so like proud of myself. And then I showed it to my friend Dee, and she's the one who suggested I post it on Craigslist and advertise it and tell people, hey, I do closet organization. Had no idea what that was. I remember I was a bit reluctant because I was like, so you're saying that I should like tell people that I do this and then go into their homes and organize their closet? She was like, yeah, you should do it. And she was always that friend who would like encourage me. I actually looked up to her because she was such an encouraging person, and she's the one who encouraged me to post it. So anyway, I go home that night and I post it. I'm like, okay, well, first, before I actually post it, I create this flyer. I'm like, okay, what's my business gonna be called? I was like, okay, like again, at the time, I had no idea about organization. So the name that I came up with was, okay, Rescue My Space, Judi to the rescue. That makes sense. I'm a superhero, I'm rescuing people's space. Okay, cool, Rescue My Space. And that's the name I put on the flyer. Had no idea the type of name it was, what it meant. I was just like, this makes sense. I put on the flyer. I had like this brown flyer. I mean, it wasn't aesthetically pleasing at all. It was very basic. I think I had a picture of my closet that I organized and I posted it. 3 years went by and finally I renewed the post because I knew nothing about Craigslist and I didn't understand that you have to renew your post every so often. But anyway, I renewed the post and then people started calling. So I always give thanks to this friend, and even though we don't talk now, I give thanks to her, like to the universe, because if it wasn't for her, I would never have done this business. Never. Because that just wasn't the trajectory of my life. Like being Nigerian, what you do is you get these very secure type of jobs. You know, whether it's medical, law, engineering, those are the type of jobs you get. And even though my degree wasn't in that, I just knew I had to get some type of stable career in order for me to be seen as something, you know, to be seen as, oh, I've arrived or I've accomplished something in my life. So having an organizing business just wasn't something that I would ever have done. But if it wasn't for my friend who encouraged me, who said, just post it. Just post it. She wasn't even telling me, hey, you should do this as a job or business. She just said, just post it. Someone's going to call you. Even though it was years later when someone called me, if it wasn't for her, I would never have done this job. So anyway, 3 years later, I renewed it because I was going to sell some clothes online. Then I like, oh, I have to renew this post. I renewed it. And then people started calling me and people started calling me. I was getting just a few calls. People saying, hey, are you Judi? Do you organize closets? And I was like, yeah, I organize closets. Like, yeah, that's what I do. I've been doing it for years. Of course, I had to like do it up a little bit and tell people that I have been doing this business for a while and not that they would have been my first client. And so they were open to it. And I remember when someone scheduled a consultation. Whew. Still, at the time, I didn't know I was going to do this for a business. I was just like, okay, this can be my like side hustle. So I was like, what, young 20s? And I remember going to the house and I was so scared. I was so scared and nervous because this was a stranger. And I was like, how in the heck can someone just call this random number and think this is a legit number? So anyway, I had Tony on standby because we were in a relationship by then. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is where I'm going. This is the address. And he, had it. And I remember calling him when I got there. I was like, I'm here. I do the consultation. I don't know what I said, but she like believed me and she hired me. So that was my first client. And what's so funny is the same first client actually will be hiring us this month to do her home office. So it's just so crazy how almost 6 years later, my first client is still hiring me, still trusts in my work, believes in my work, when back then my work was trash. It was trash, basura. So I do that client, I did a horrible job. She hires me for another space. I do a horrible job. She still trusts in me. Other people start to hire me. And I was still working, but jobs were just here and there. It wasn't like a consistent thing. It was like twice a month, once every 2 months. So it wasn't anything that was gonna have me leave my job. But I started to see that, what if this could become a thing? So So I just started to do research. I started to look up different organizing companies that existed, and I started to see that there was a good number of organizers out there who were lucrative in their business. And though a lot of them weren't open to like giving me the secret, right? I kind of had to learn on my own. There were some that were open to just answering questions, which is always great because they've been doing it for a while and they can give you, just those hidden gems that you may not know. So if your goal is to become a professional organizer, you should definitely reach out to professional organizers doing the business already and see what they have to offer, see the information that they have to offer, because there are a few of them who are open and willing to just give you information that you need. So anyway, so I do a lot of research and then I start to make Rescue My Space a thing. So I get the DBA, I get the LLC, and then, the business is starting to really become a thing. I'm like, okay, after I got that LLC, I was like, okay, well, this is going to become a business. Even though I was still working, it was still the business that I was doing, taking clients here and there and kind of having it as a side hustle as I'm working. And then finally, after being miserable at every job I had, I finally decided to take that plunge and just do Rescue My Space full time. And now I've been doing it for almost 3 years full time. And I would never look back. Never look back. So this is what kind of brought me to where I'm at today. And even though my business is still really young, I don't see my business as being like a established business. I mean, it's an established business, but I'm still really young in the business because honestly, it's not until like 2 years ago when Rescue My Space started to really make money to where I can sustain my lifestyle, like a very basic lifestyle. And I'm really excited about the future because I really believe that this business of mine will become something bigger than life, bigger than I could ever expect. And honestly, I thank Dee for the encouraging words she gave me, for the push she gave me to post the photo of my organized closet, because if it wasn't for her, Rescue My Space would not exist. I would never have took this risk to have this organizing business somewhat make it a thing. It just wasn't part of my life. I would never have done it. And of course, having support from family and friends is really important. I had support from Tony. He supported my every step. He's such a good man. He supported me throughout everything. My parents supported me, especially my mom. She was like, oh, that's a great idea. You should definitely do it. She never discouraged me from following my new dream. She was always encouraging, which is why I felt like I kept doing it, because honestly, I quit Rescue My Space 4 times. 4 times I quit and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be this project manager and just try to find happiness in it. And every time I quit, I always had a past client come to me and say, hey, I need you. Hey, please, just this one more time. And it's because of them that I continue to fall back in love with Rescue My Space, because it was hard. I was making no money. The money that I would make from a client would be money that I would save. It wasn't money that could sustain my lifestyle. But when I took that plunge 3 years ago and I said, you know what, Judi, even if you fail at this, you tried. And that, to me, is success nevertheless. Even if you fail, you at least could say you tried. And that's what I've been doing ever since. Of course, I'm looking at it as success now. I'm not saying even if you fail, because I don't speak those words. So I would always encourage any one of you, whether you want to start an organizing business or you want to start any business, just do it. No, you don't have to quit your job. I'm not telling you to do that, but just do something towards the business, whether that's creating a website, whether that's starting a social media page, whether that's starting a YouTube channel. Do something towards the business. And eventually you're gonna start growing in it, because you're gonna start learning more about it. You're gonna start creating this love, this eternal love for it. And it's gonna push you to continue and to start growing the business. So don't quit, because I've quit 4 times and I'm so happy that last time I quit, I told myself, if I'm gonna restart this business, I'm gonna restart it completely differently, and I did, which is why I'm able to have some type of sustainability with the business. At the end, Rescue My Space is my life. Woo! Whew. I am a crybaby as I've gotten older. Whew. Whew. Okay, I'm back. Rescue My Space is my everything. Like, it has changed the way that I look at life. It has changed the relationships I've had. It's changed how I just perceive the world. It's changed me mentally, physically, emotionally. And if it wasn't for me just stepping out on faith, then I wouldn't be where I'm at. I would never be where I'm at. So this is my story, and I want my story to be encouraging for someone out there. Hopefully it inspires someone, whether it's going into the professional organizing business or just starting your own business. Hopefully you guys find some inspiration in it and follow your dreams. And don't let anyone, don't let people, don't let anything stop you. So yeah, that's my story. Let me know in the comment section below if there are any type of professional organizing questions you have. If I have enough, I'll create a video answering those questions. So you already know what time it is. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so very much for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you soon. Bye.